Hello friends, so I'm just going to review the Neewer NW-81, but while I'm doing it, I'm actually going to compare it to this Zingyou BM-800. This Zingyou BM-800, sorry I know it's not on a white background, it's just a normal condenser mic, but it's very cheap. It's about £22.50 from Amazon, that's in pounds, and the Neewer is currently about £31 if you get it with the dead cat. It's 29 without the dead cat. So they're very similar. This one's actually normally at 25. So anyway, you see they're around the same price range. So I thought, why not compare them? You might think it's a bit strange comparing a condenser to a unidirectional, but to be honest, in my kind of little recording room that I've got here, it's basically set up for doing YouTube videos. So if I've got something that's quite far away, like perhaps maybe 1 or 2 meters, that can come straight into me but not pick up my key noise, because you see that my condenser will pick up the key noise. It's not meant to, you know, but a more expensive one would do a better job, but not great. So the Neewer may be the answer. So I thought I'd do a quick review of it. I'm aware a lot of times in these reviews people use totally different microphones to do all the recording on. So I'm using the Zingyou now so you can hear it, and then pretty much the whole of the video I'll use the Neewer. I'll just show you what's in the box and then we'll get it set up, and we'll do this really quickly, like 5 minutes, just so you can get an idea if you want one or not. So that's the casing it comes in. Yep. Very simple there. It comes in a nice box as well, and what you get with it is you get the mic. This is a unidirectional mic, this is called, and this is a super unidirectional mic apparently, and it's got some settings. So you can see it's got the, oh, it wants to look at me, come right, there you go. So it's got the normal, it's got the and the telly, yeah, so it's off, normal and telly, and that's it. So the idea with these is that when it's pointing this way, it basically only gets what's in front of it, yeah. The normal setting will make it a little bit more omnidirectional. The telly is really unidirectional, it's just here. Sound waves, they kind of look like a fish, which it's got on here, but I won't try and show you again because the camera wasn't very happy. So let's give it a go and see what happens. Before we get started, we've got the little bit of foam. Here we go. So we've got the foam that goes on the front of it that we got with it. I paid the extra £2 to get the dead cat. You get an incredibly cheap wire which you'll plug in. That's an XLR, and that's your 1/4" jack. It's really bad quality. It's kind of breaking as we speak. You also get the 3.5mm to the XLR, which you can use as well. That's good if you've got a USB mixer, so you can stick it straight into the phones there, because on a USB mixer the mini 3.5mm will be phantom powered, so you need phantom power for this. Well, actually you kind of don't. You've also got, I'll explain that later, you also get a little attachment to do it if you want to screw it on to a microphone stand, but you will need an attachment for the microphone stand if you want to change that, because it's a bit of a funny size. And you also get this tiny attachment here, which is a camera. So that's the top of a camera, how you would attach it to a digital SLR or a mirrorless. You also get this rather, they've put some effort in here, this case which is not only magnetic but it shuts, and that's actually hardened, so you're going to keep the mic safe in there as far as possible. Now a few things about the mic. Because they set this up for use with a digital SLR or mirrorless, you do need to use a battery with it, yeah. So I've just put my own battery in there and that'll power it. Few disappointing things, it doesn't tell me, there's no lights to tell you if it's on, so it doesn't actually tell me if the battery is draining or working or nothing like that, which is a bit awkward. Very quickly, and then we'll switch over to the actual mic. So you put the foam on, right? I saw loads of reviews where people say the dead cat doesn't fit. The foam fits great. Yeah, it goes down, it doesn't cover the buttons. It's clearly custom made for this 14-inch mic. Now you put the dead cat on, yeah, and it falls off. It does not fit in any way. However, people that have been saying this, possibly, I know I work as a full-time musician, so I see a lot of mics, but I'm no unidirectional mic expert, but I know enough that your dead cat goes over your phone. So that's why they can't make it work, because they're trying to put the dead cat straight on there. A bit like the really famous Rhodes mics. All of them, you get them with the dead cat, sorry, with the foam actually attached. So the dead cat, you really have to force over them, and that's the point of it. So you're adding more and more layers to protect it from extra noises. So we're just going to do a little test with this and see how we go. So I'm going to plug it in. Fits into a normal XLR. Phantom power is enabled. Put it on the stand. Going to do a few tests. We'll do one with it, no dead cat, well, no foam, then dead cat, etc. You get the idea. So let's get rid of the condenser. And now we're speaking through the Neewer. Now the first thing that I'm incredibly disappointed with it is that you can't actually use it on normal mode. So here it is on normal mode. Yeah, and it sounds okay, but I'm very aware I have to get really close. And you'll notice as soon as I get about 1 foot away, the sound is really going. About 2 foot away, it's not happy, and I've really got the gain up high here. And once I'm about 3-4 foot, it's basically unusable. So the normal setting, which is omnidirectional, you can only use if you're going to really be speaking to it close. And if you're going to be speaking this close, I'm assuming it's popping a bit, you're going to need this. So let's get through the kind of reviews without anything on it, and then we'll switch to telly now, and then I'll put this on and do omni and telly so you can see the difference. So this is with the telly. You can see straight away it's much louder. It will be really engaging the use of that battery power now. Not that we know how much is being used. There's a little dig there. So there we go. That's it. Testing. 1 2 1 2. That's about 1 foot. Testing. 1 2 1 2. Testing. And that's about 2 foot away. I'm never going to really use it more than 2. Hello. Testing. 1 2 1 2. When you get quite far away, it is really going to disappear. And what I like about this is you can have it at the side, and it's going to work really well. The other thing with this is it's a huge difference is when I play the piano. The keys on it, people might be really interested in this. Let me pop the other mic on, I'll show you the difference there. Okay, so this is back to the Zingyou. That's considerably louder, I should imagine. Okay, so we're now back with the Neewer. So let's try it with the foam on. And I'm very careful to keep the sound setting the same. So now with the Neewer, this has got the foam on, and I'm on normal setting. So you can see here that I can actually speak a bit closer, and it shouldn't be picking up as much of this kind of popping, perhaps, as it was before. As I get further away, though, it's really not going to manage well. And as I'm quite far away, I should assume that's pointless, me going any further. Turn to the telly. Now this, I should imagine, is pretty good. The sound from here, I think would be pretty good quality. Should be nice and clean, and again, using our piano as a background noise, not picking up too much background noise, I should think. And getting a bit further away, it's obviously going to get quite a lot softer, but it should deal with it significantly better than when it was normal. If I'm about 4 foot away, then I should think it is really going a little bit. It'll be interesting as well. I've got a radiator behind me. My heating's just turned on. It's really quite loud. So it'll be interesting to see if this is picking it up. And it's not. I was waiting there because I'm watching my soundbar on my video screen. So it looks like it's doing a good job there, kind of getting rid of that background noise. And now let's have a little test with the dead cat on. Now to put the dead cat on, you really need to leave this foam on. You open it up and put it over the foam. To do this, you can't do it on the stand, yeah? So I'm going to take it off. So I'm going to mute the microphone. Okay, so immediately I can tell the weight of it. It's starting to drop down a bit. It only comes with a plastic attachment. It'd be really nice if that was metal, but that's not holding up so well now. And I'll do a little bit of a wind test of this as well, but first we'll do the different kind of distances. So this is obviously really close, and this is a bit further away. It's about 2 foot, 1 foot, 2 foot. And this is certainly about 3 foot, 4 foot. Okay. And then let's have a little go at a wind test from it. So I'm just going to blow on the sides of the microphone. To see what that does. So hopefully that's not making too much difference at all. Okay, and let's try it in normal. Where normal I should think it's now really, really quiet because it's got all this layering over it, which is really awkward. But we'll see how it goes. And put it back to telly. And there we have it. So that was my review of the Neewer. Sometimes I say newer, so please excuse me. It's just yeah, just the English. Okay, so this Neewer mic compared to the Zingyou was kind of the point of this video, thinking about the background noise as well. I do like it, and I think the quality of it's quite nice, but I'm very aware I need to put a lot of gain on. I probably wouldn't use this out on the field, and to be honest, I think I'll probably just stick with the slightly cheaper condenser mic, because it picks up as I'm moving, and when the piano's playing, of course, when I hear these keys go, there is a piano sound masking it, so it's not dreadful. The Neewer is certainly very suitable if you've got a lot of noise going on here, and I would say particularly if you've got a computer fan, a very noisy computer fan, or a kind of an industrial kind of noises in the background from those kind of fans. You know, I think it'd be really worth maybe investing one of these and kind of get away from those other mics which really can pick it out, because this is quite specific. Well, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it, and hope you made it help make your mind up whether you might like to try one and purchase one. Okay, I'm not working for Neewer or anything, I just thought I'd do a little review for them. But basically my views are very disappointed I can't get further away, because that's kind of the point of them. So I'm very close, and I'm basically just using it as how a handheld mic was. So great for blocking out the background noise, but the distances, it's not really there. Okay, thank you.